Good day, y'all. I am going to do something that I've never done before. I'm standing in front of my fragrance closet that is in my fragrance room, or I guess my filming room, because I wanted to do something I've never done before, and that is building a fragrance platter tray for the month. I'm deciding I'm going to do this for December. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys along with me, sift through my fragrances, including decants. So I'm probably going to sift through a lot of decants as well because I want to use some of those. Now, obviously, we've got the holidays right around the corner. I mean, we're basically kind of in the holidays more or less. But I would say a lot of those like traditional holiday fragrances or what you would think or associate with the holidays are generally a little bit too maybe thick. Obviously in Australia we are in the summer now. We are officially in summer, so it is a little too hot to wear some of those more like thicker, overly dense fragrances. So I guess this is kind of maybe great for you if you're not wanting to wear like a typical spicy, sweet, thicker, warmer, like heavier scent. A lot of people tend to gravitate towards during the holidays. I'm going to be looking more for things that are a bit lighter, a bit crisper, but maybe still have that spicy element that kind of reminds me of the holidays, I guess. Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, things like that. So this should be interesting. I guess that's my plan, but I don't actually know how it's gonna go. So I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna bring you along with me. I'm gonna go shelf by shelf. Okay, so the top two shelves that I have at the moment, this one is not really an anything shelf. This is kind of just miscellaneous stuff that is newer, perhaps. I haven't sorted yet, especially with decants. It's usually I haven't put them in my like decant assortment quite yet. So most of the things that are here, right here, I actually talked about in my fragrance haul video from the US, but I will lightly touch on some of them. These are all body sprays as well. Maybe I'll do both. I'll do some body sprays and some fragrances. I'll maybe do like a mishmash of both. These are ones that I've been wearing very recently. I already know I'm gonna stick these on my perfume tray. So the first one is Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. This to me, it's very sweet. Yes, it's kind of like a more thick, like a thicker candied lemon. The vanilla is kind of heavy, but I feel like on like a cooler day or maybe like a summer night, I could definitely see myself gravitating towards something like this. And I think with the added lemon, something that I would be less worried about making myself ill or others ill around me. So that's going to be my first pick. I think that's a pretty easy one for the warmer weather for me at least. Oh, so sorry. I just kicked you. Pick number one. Okay, another one I know for sure I want to pick from just these here. We've got Kiss It Delicious, no. Okta Praise the Perfume. As much as I love that fragrance, not right now. I think I'm going to pick Al Rahab Soft. I have a decant of this. I don't have a full bottle yet, but the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to get one. If you're not familiar with Al Rahab Soft, it very much reminds me of Pink Sugar by Aquilina. It just has less of that like burnt sugary toasted sugar note, a bit brighter and a little bit lighter, more citrusy. The citrus element is definitely stronger in this one, and I think when I talked about this last, I mentioned it is like a more wearable pink sugar. Like I could feel like I could wear this year round basically. So because it's got that heavier lemon, I don't actually know if it's lemon, I forget now, it's citrus, I'm gonna stick this on there too. And this isn't much. I think this is only like that's less than 3 mils in there, so probably blow through this one pretty quickly. Okay, I think the rest of these, I already know I probably wouldn't wear this month. We've got Tease Sugar Floor. I think that's still just a bit too heavy on the floral. Daring, love Daring, but she's definitely for cooler weather. The amber is way too thick. I don't know, too heavy for right now. Okay, over here, I just got some miscellaneous ones. Maud Vanilla. It is very fruity, actually. I feel like the plum is quite strong for this one, at least off the top. Yeah, I don't know. Not feeling it for this month. Maud Blush, no. Pink Pepper's too heavy in that one. Rebel Floor, Love Always. I talked about this like many months ago when I first bought it. I think it's Rihanna's like one of her highest rated fragrances, at least from these Rebel fragrances. And unfortunately, I just hated it. The patchouli has grown even stronger. And listen, I'm a fan of patchouli, but the patchouli in here is just so sharp and dirty, and it's way overpowers everything else in the fragrance. And I don't like the plum in here either. I think the plum in here is very synthetic and doesn't smell very good, and it's just too thick anyway. I would never wear it during the summer, so I'm gonna put that one back. All right, let's focus on these These are my like most popular, I guess, celebrity scents that I have on my decant shop at the moment. So they're like easy grabs, like easy access ones. So we first got Sweet Like Candy, the limited edition version. Have I ever talked about this one? I did talk about this one. I have a video where I rate every single Ariana Grande fragrance. That includes Frankie, but it actually didn't include Thank You Next 2.0, I don't think, so I need to refilm that video. Also, I just bought Pressed Petals by Ariana Grande, which is the Australian exclusive. Apparently it came out like a month ago. That's on its way, so watch out for that video. That's coming up soon. This is one of her better scents in my opinion, but I think the fruit is still a little bit too heavy and dense for me. Probably wouldn't gravitate towards this one this month. I think the fruits are delicious, just a bit too thick. We've got Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. I've been relying on this one a lot in the past few months. As you can see, I use it as a layering tool quite often. I think I'm not going to go with this one this month. I'm going to try and branch out a little bit. I feel like I've been wearing a lot of the same thing, so I'm going to step away from this one, okay? No, she's not going on the perfume tray. As much as I love her, I'm trying to also keep in mind just not picking things that are very sweet. Even if they're light and sweet, I really want to get those spicy fragrances. You know what I mean? Okay, Thank You Next 2.0. That's probably a no, to be honest. To be honest, most RE fragrances I probably wouldn't go for this month. We've got all the clouds here. I actually just rebought the OG Cloud because you guys have been buying so much of it. So I actually bought a full 100ml bottle of this one, which is crazy. I rebought it. We got Cloud 2.0, too heavy, too dense. We've got Cloud Pink. No. I've got lots of Britney ones. I don't know if any of these. There's one that I think I would wear quite often, and that is Fantasy Sheer. Fantasy Sheer is more like watery. It's more aquatic. It's got yuzu. So it is sweet, and it's got that cupcakey accord, but it's got like it's got more citrus, so it feels a bit fresher. I think I'm gonna add this one to my tray. And actually, one that I don't have a full bottle of, but if I did, another fantasy flanker, which is Hidden Fantasy. It's the one in the red bottle. That one I would totally add to my tray. I think it's got clove or something. It reminds me of a pomander ball. I don't know, that one screams like Christmas to me, but it's like fresher, like a fresher Christmas scent. I don't know, if I had that one, I would add that one. I think I have a decant. Maybe we'll get there. Okay, we're moving down to the thick of it, okay? This is really a lot of my Middle Eastern fragrances. I've got some more celebrity and like drugstore scents down here. And then over here I have designer. I guess I'll touch on this shelf first, and I already know one that I definitely want to wear this month, and that is Mayar's Cherry Intense. I did a video on this not super long ago. You guys can go watch it, where Mr. Zuri and I kind of broke this scent down, gave you guys our thoughts. Although it is a very new fragrance and this one wasn't open that long ago, I want to wear it this month. I want to wear it. I want to genuinely give it a good go. I think it's tart enough, and it's not too heavy of a scent that I would enjoy wearing this one in the summer. And I don't know, it seems like, look at the bottle. The bottle's so like festive and fun. I kind of love it. Definitely gonna add this one to the tray. Okay, we've got the Badial Ouds. There's only, I think, maybe one Badial Oud that I might go for, and that is Sublime. If you haven't smelled Sublime before, it's similar kind of to Eden Juicy Apple. It's less juicy, actually. It's a bit softer, it leans more floral, I think. Although it is still a very heavy scent. So I think because of that, I might not pick this one. Again, still haven't picked any real spicy scents. So we haven't gotten there yet. I guess maybe I've got Honor and Glory. This is very sweet and creamy. It's got turmeric in there though, which I know a lot of people aren't like a huge fan of the turmeric, but I think it breaks up the sweetness very beautifully. It adds something very interesting, like an interesting fuzzy spiciness. Like it adds like a fuzzy herbiness that kind of breaks up that creamy sweetness. I think it's a very interesting scent. I can see myself wearing this one at night. Maybe not so much during the day. If I wore it during the day, maybe use a light hand. I don't know. I'm going to add this one to my tray. If you're not familiar, this has got like pineapple brulee, so there is like a fruity top. I think it kind of implies something like overly sweet, which it is pretty sweet. Not for everyone, but I like it. I'm looking more at the shelf. We've got the Yara's Assad Zanzibar. It's just too salty. The salt is just too heavy, I think, for this time of year. I don't know. Taskeen Lactea Divina. You guys know how I feel about this one. I'm not even gonna talk about it, okay? Kismet Magic. I wore this one the other day and it was like kind of warm that day, but I wore it more in the evening and I loved it and I smelled it all night. This is one where it is definitely giving festive. It's got like that very baked apple pie-esque kind of sweetness, but there's still a little bit of spice in there, but not so much that it makes it super heavy. It's still quite bright. Definitely going to add this one to the tray. Love this one. Kismet Magic, or Kismet Angel is what it used to be called. Highly recommend. Oh my god, why can I not breathe? Other ones I have here, Tharwa Gold. I think it's just a bit too heavy on the floral. Unfortunately, I wouldn't wear it. This is definitely more of like a autumn scent, I think, for me. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I think this one needs more time. If you're not familiar, Tharwa Gold, it's like reminiscent of YSL Libre. This one I just opened not too long ago, so I think I'm gonna give it more time. The Care, I forgot to mention the Cares. I don't have the original Care. I just have the Fusion and Pistachio. You know what? I might actually wear Care Fusion. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one on there. I don't mind this like version of lychee. The sweetness is a bit brighter. It doesn't feel as heavy. There's like a little bit of fruity sweetness, so I don't feel like it lays on too thick and dense. Probably would still use it somewhat sparingly, like I'm not gonna drown myself in it or anything, so I'm gonna add this one. Okay, let's see. We've got Just Lychee. This one I think is just too heavy. Just Lychee is a bit too heavy. Too dry of a sweetness. I don't know. I think it would suit cooler weather a bit better. Teriyaki. You know what? I don't think I've done like a proper update on Teriyaki. I think I need to, especially with Intense coming out. Actually, by the time this video goes up, I may have already purchased the Intense version and am filming a video on it. I plan on buying that one as soon as it comes out, which is tomorrow. I think it's gotten a bit smoother since I last smelled it. I don't know, it's so hard for me to get past the honey. I'm just not a huge fan of honey and fragrance. You know what? I'm gonna add it to my tray and I'm just gonna see how I go. And I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, we've got 8 fragrances picked out so far. I think it's too many, actually. I didn't want to do more than 1 per day, and I'm not even halfway through all of these, and I haven't even touched the decants yet. I think the rest of these in here are just a bit too heavy. I guess the only one, actually, that I will pull out is, this is a brand new addition to my collection, which is Sweet Tooth Cherry Baby. I actually really like this. Longevity isn't great, but you know what? I think that actually makes it perfect for summer because it's really hard to overspray, at least for me. So I'm going to add this one as well. We've got 2 cherry scents so far, apparently. Yeah, the rest of what's in here is too thick. Amir Al Oud, Intense Oud, that's too thick. Liam, as much as I love it, I don't know, I'm not feeling it for this month. Nebris, The Kingdom. I have yet to do a video on this. I have both The Kingdom for men and women. This is like allegedly a dupe for Silk Santal. Spoiler alert. I wasn't blown away by Silk Santal. I finally got my hands on it while I was in the US. It wasn't like blowing my tits off or anything, you know what I mean? I don't mind this one. I think it could do with some time though. I think in time this would definitely improve. It's just, it doesn't feel quite smooth enough for me to reach for it often yet. I think this one needs some time. The sweetness is a bit sharp and I feel like it could induce a headache. So I'm just gonna wait on this one. Next shelf is more Middle Eastern scents. We've got Fakar Rose. Tube Rose is way too heavy. There's no way. Okay, sorry. I just gave you guys a better angle, hopefully. Fakar Rose, too heavy. Kiss of Pink, not really what I'm looking for. The Charm? So, I have to tell you, okay. So, I don't remember if I've talked about this one extensively. It wasn't what I expected at first. It's Lang Lang and vanilla. It's very heavy Lang Lang and vanilla. It's a lot more of a powdery Lang Lang than I was expecting. And when I first smelled it, I was like, oh my god, I totally wrote it off. I was like, there's no way I would ever wear this. But I don't know. There's something about it that is like kind of drawing me in. I think still too heavy for summer for me, for the current weather. But I don't know. I think this one might be one that I visit again in a few months and maybe I could see myself wearing. I'm pretty sure this is like the exact same as Maison Alhambra's version of the Gucci dupe, the Chant for a Nymph, I think it is, or it's called The Chant, Maison Alhambra The Chant. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. It's just marketed under a different brand because the notes are the exact same and the packaging is like nearly identical. So not sure about that one. I've got Velvet Rose and Oud, too heavy. I pulled these musks out the other day. I tried to wear 2 of these. I've got these are the Ethra Dubai musk collection by Ardell Zofran. I smelled these the other day. I smelled the pomegranate musk and the pistachio musk. I don't know, the pistachio musk gave me a headache after a little bit. The pomegranate musk, though, I mean, the pomegranate musk is definitely, in my opinion, their best one of the four. If you like musk and you like a little bit of a fruity, powdery musk, you might like this one. Probably not gonna go for that one. I'm just not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Rogba, I think too sweet and too smoky and heavy. Now Women, another one that's, I think, just a bit too powdery, creamy, fruity. Lattafa Meyer Natural Intense. I wish this one would smooth out a little bit. The longection. I just combined projection and longevity. Longection. The longection is crazy on this one, you guys. The first time I used this, which was probably over 4 months ago now, like well over 4 months ago, this one was already like a crazy good performer. If you don't like heavy aquatics, I don't recommend. It's very aquatic. It kind of has that cucumber melon cologne-esque scent. A lot of people associate that with like shampoo or like cheap body sprays. So if you don't like that kind of scent, you probably won't like this because it definitely has that facet. I don't know. I'm not... It's not giving holiday. You know what I mean? But to be honest, a lot of these that I've picked out aren't giving holiday. I don't know. I'm trying to keep to my original theme. Sakina. Sakina is like a very sparkly... It kind of reminds me of like a slightly refined version of Eris by Paris Hilton. It gives me like Y2K vibes a little bit. I don't know why. It's so interesting. Yeah, too heavy. The fruit is too heavy for this one. Not knocking the scent, just not what I'm looking for. December Vanilla. This is a new addition to my collection. Obviously, it didn't come out too long ago. Patchouli is too heavy. There's no way I would wear this in the summer. I'm just gonna skip over that one. We've got two super fruity ones. Harim El Sultan EDP. Gorgeous. Gorgeous scent. If you like the oil, you will love the EDP. I like to layer them on top of each other. With that being said, not what I'm looking for. Alive Now, this is a dupe of Angel Nova. Not really what I'm looking for either. We've got some boozy ones in here. I've got Infinity Elixir, Fragrance World's Intro Aftermath. Probably not one I'm going to gravitate towards, but Reefa Cat by Paris Corner. This is another one I just picked up recently. The leather's gone a bit gasoline-y. I don't remember it smelling like that when I first opened it. Hoping that this would have smoothed out and brightened up a little bit. Not yet, so we're going to keep waiting on her. Narissa Rouge, that's a dupe of Narciso Rouge. This is like a heavy iris powder, musky clean. Probably not for me right now. Presencia Noir, Versace Crystal Noir dupe. Toque by Lattafa. This one is like a Delina exclusive, apparently. I don't think it smells like Delina exclusive. Now, these are all my like Tom Ford Maison Alhambra dupes, like this row right here. And I have a lot of these small sizes. I'm going to skip over Karafi because Karafi is like the Arabian pink sugar. I already have Soft by Al Rahab, so I'm not going to also add this one. I feel like that's a bit redundant. You know what? This one hadn't been getting any love on my Decant shop, so I actually let the listing lapse because no one really cared to try it. I haven't renewed it, but I added it as a sample for someone yesterday. And you know what? I think this has gotten, well, first of all, it definitely has gotten better. And it's not as heavy as I remember. I like this one because I really love the way this lets the spices shine in here. It's got a myriad of spices. Definitely smells like a pomander ball, 100%. It's bright, it's spicy, it's festive. The tobacco isn't too heavy or dirty. I like Maison Alhambra's version of this like scent story because a lot of Tom Ford scents to me feel very dirty, and this I think is a bit more digestible and mass appealing. I'm going to add this one to my tray for sure. So this is Tobacco Touch. I think it's called something else now. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, actually, Eternal Touch. I'm pretty sure Eternal Touch. This is the new version. This is the new name of Tobacco Touch, Eternal Touch. I have both. I don't remember why I have both. They're the exact same. I've already done a video on this. They changed the name and that's it. The juice is the exact same. It might smell different if you buy it new because it's a brand new bottle. Obviously, we'll be playing with lots of layering too. I think that kind of goes without saying. The only one I might wear other than that is Pacific Blue. It's just a bit too harsh, I think, for what I'm looking for right now. I don't mind this, but it's not blowing my tits off right now. It's just not what I'm in the mode for. Let's move down. Okay, so these are my bottom 6 shelves. So I'm just going to bring you into these two here. This is so dangerous, me moving this while it's filming. That's like just a recipe for it coming unplugged and me losing all my footage. Okay, so this is like a miscellaneous drugstore celebrity random scent shelf. Right now there's nothing that's screaming festive, although I have not worn this one in a while. This is like an old favorite. I feel like this is shit. What is this one called? I forget this one. It's one of the Rebels. Oh, this is Rebel. So this is technically part of the Rebel line, I guess, but it's called Rebel instead. It's sweet but spicy, lighthearted. It's a very easy to smell, digestible kind of sweet spiciness. It's not intimidating. It's a bit simplified, I guess you could say that, definitely. But you know what? It's light enough and it's bright enough that I feel like I could wear this without getting sick. And I think it needs more time to shine. So we're bringing her out. She's coming back out. Gosh, we got some in here that I've hardly worn in so long. Mont Blanc Signature. You know what? I really like Mont Blanc Signature. It's a really good powdery, like vanilla with tangerine. I think the fruit in here is tangerine or some kind of citrus fruit. It's really good. I love this one. It's a really good cheapie. Okay, sorry, I'm going to bring you a little closer. Here we've got Beyonce Heat. I don't remember what this is. Heat Seduction. Amber. It is like immediately a skin scent. This does not last for shite. I don't recommend you wear this unless you don't want to smell anything at all. Then this would be perfect for you. To be honest, I don't even know why I still have it. I should have gotten rid of this a while ago. I don't know. I don't like to let go of fragrances because I'm always afraid I'll come back and change my mind. So I hate getting rid of stuff. I don't know. That's a problem, probably. That is definitely a problem. Ooh, this is one that I typically love for spring. This is Babe Spirit by Missguided. This is very surprisingly good. This is what I always say. This is what Jungle Fantasy by Britney Spears. This is what it should have been. Sweet, green, bright. Oh my god. I will say the bottle, though, sucks. It's got like this can lid kind of atomizer nozzle. Oh my god, it's so good. It's sweet and it's fresh. It does have a little bit of that cologne smell, so again, if you don't like that, you might not like this one, but I love it. I think it's actually pretty smooth for how much I paid for it. It was like 30 or 40 Australian dollars. Not bad, Missguided, not bad. I think this is the only Missguided scent that I've smelled and actually been like, I actually want a bottle of this. So I'm going to add this one. Having a hard time following my own rule. I feel like I'm just kind of getting whatever. I got fragrance on the lens. This one, okay, Mariah Carey M. This is immediately what I thought of when I first smelled Good Fortune Elixir by Viktor and Rolf. This Good Fortune Elixir is like a grown-up like refined version of Mariah Carey's M. Mariah Carey M, it has like smoke, marshmallow. It's got some kind of wood in there. I kind of liken it to a 90s bonfire on the beach. That's kind of what this smells like to me, like early 2000s bonfire. Everyone's wearing like Abercrombie or Hollister or something. I actually really like this one. It just does not last at all. Like, at all. So it doesn't get a lot of wear, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going to wear this one. I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to give it another go. Okay, I think the rest of these are just like sweet. You've got some Moscato ones. Those are mostly sweet. Kylie Minogue Darling. Not a huge fan of this one. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of regret that purchase. Jennifer Lopez. What is this? Limitless. Heavy Palo Santo and like pepper or something. I don't know. It's just not the best quality. I don't know if I would wear it. Versace Crystal Noir. I don't know if this is still the same formulation of Versace Crystal Noir. It's not that like sexy white floral scent that I feel like a lot of people rave about. This newest version is not that. Incredibly clean, soapy, harsh, not nearly as good as the previous iteration of this, and I'm just realizing you can't see anything I'm doing. Guess Seductive Noir, love that one, but not for this time of year. Escada Brisa Cubana, I wasn't a huge fan of this, but I know you guys really like this. I've given this out many times as like a free sample, as you can see. That's why it's so used up. I give a lot of this juice away. I don't know, the floral is just not for me. I don't like the floral in this. It's I just don't like it. So not for me. Creamy Sunshine. This is a pink sugar flanker. Too heavy, probably. Too vanilla heavy. Okay, let's move over to this side. This is hurting my body. I just need you to know how badly this is hurting. There's a couple in here I want to re-smell that I haven't smelled in a while. Turquatic by MAC. I don't remember really loving this one. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really love it. It's I think this is like too harsh aquatic for me. I don't know, to me it's not very well blended, at least not to my nose. We've got Alien. I have to tell you something about Alien. The only time I've really worn this scent is in the heat. This was my go-to scent when I went to Bali. I don't know why, but now every time I smell Alien, I just think of Bali. And it's like 100% humidity, 30 plus degrees every single day, like very warm. But for some reason, this is what I was wearing. I don't know. I feel like under normal circumstances, I wouldn't do that. La Belle Paradise Garden, I feel like this would be a very obvious choice. But again, I'm trying to find more. I've worn her a lot, so I want to try and find something a bit more like bright and spicy. It's not festive enough. We've got these Bella Vita by Guess. I don't really love either of these. The only one I might wear is maybe the original. No, even the original is a bit too heavy. It's like a sweet amber. It's got a burst of cherry at the top. Cherry doesn't last, don't worry. Boss the Scent Elixir for her? Definitely not. Love the scent, but way too thick and heavy. We've got these Codlage perfume oils. The silver, the Rimmel Sultan silver, if I remember, is like a really heavy Lang Lang. You know what? The Lang Lang is kind of clean in here. It's a very clean Lang Lang. It's still pretty loud, but it's like a crisper. It's nothing like, you know, the Chant that I showed you earlier. This is very like creamy, heavy, dense, powdery. It's got heavy vanilla. This kind of Lang Lang leans the other way. This is like a crisp, clean Lang Lang, but it's still pretty heavy. Yeah, I don't know. No, not really what I'm looking for. This is actually the Kingdom for Men. I don't know why it's on the shelf. Probably shouldn't be. But I still want to talk about this one. Spoiler alert, I love it. It's really good, and I really enjoy it. It's a dupe of La Male Elixir. It's good. I really like it. Here we go. Now Rouge by Lattafa. I think it's unisex, but I think it does lean a little more masculine. This, I think, is perfect because it's got a really heavy balsam. Oh, you know what? The wood has gotten way heavier. I was going to say it used to remind me of a freshly cut pine tree, like a Christmas tree. And so when I would smell this, it would remind me of a tree, like of Christmas. But now I smell it and it's gotten way heavier, and I probably wouldn't wear it in the summer now. So no thank you for that. Some more random Maison Alhambra dupes. We got La Vita Bella, Victoria Flower Orchid, Glacier Bellis is the La Belle dupe. Probably a lot fruitier version of La Belle. Yeah, no, not really what I'm looking for. I don't think. Victoria Flower Orchid. This is a dupe of Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. Very powdery, sparkling Vine Peach. La Vita Bella, I actually haven't tested this one. I got this one and then I haven't had a chance to actually wear it. Obviously this is a dupe of La Vita Belle. I don't know, I smell it in the lid and I'm not loving it, but I also don't really love the original La Vita Belle, so gotta be fair here. Alright, we're moving down again. We are now down to the body sprays. Let me bring you down. Alright, we got heaps of these to go through. I'm gonna start bringing them down because I can't really see these very well unless I actually take them out. So I'm gonna take them out. Platinum, no. Gingham Glow, no. If You Musk, love this one. Been wearing it a lot, so I'm going to take a break from that one. Vanilla Romance? You know what? I'm going to add this one. Vanilla Romance. I feel like it's not too heavy. It's still got spiciness. It's got cardamom. It's got a woody facet, but it's not too overbearing or dense or like a sticky sweetness. It's like just a little bit. I'm going to add this one. We've got the Sweet Tooth Cherry Baby Body Mist. I've already got the EDP, which I want to test that out more, so I'm going to wear that instead. Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, Tahiti Island Dream, Tropidelic, no. Sunset Woods, do like that one, but, whoa! Wicked Vanilla Woods, no. These are all the small sizes. Come on, Festive. I didn't think it would be so hard to find a festive fragrance that isn't super heavy. This is truly a gap in the market, maybe. A gap in the market or just a gap in my collection? Probably the latter. Luminous. I do like Luminous, but no, it's too heavy. A small size of Ice Lemon Pound Cake. Maybe I should give that away. Maybe I should do a giveaway of some of these, you guys. I can only do Australia, though, unfortunately. Coffee and Whiskey? Coffee and Whiskey, you know what? Coffee and Whiskey is really good. It's got a beautiful creamy element in here and just the slightest hint of booziness. Yeah, I'm going to use this as a layering tool, so Coffee and Whiskey, you are coming out. What else we got here? Lots of fruity ones. This is old as hell, you guys. Like, this juice is so old. This is Pure Seduction Frosted. Ancient. And we've got some MCO Beauty. These are all no, not really what I'm looking for. At the Beach. In the Stars. A lot of these are just like classic scents. I really like In the Stars. That's such a good one. Starflower, Sandalwood Musk, Sugared Tangelo, White Agarwood, Radiant Amber. What does this remind me of? What does this remind me of? It reminds me of something. You know what? Too heavy. Dream Bright. This one is Sapphire Berries, Night Blooming Orchid, Crystallized Vanilla. You know what? I like this one. I like the berry sweetness. I think it's perfect for warmer weather. It's got a little bit of that tartness that I really like about berry, so I'm actually going to grab this one too. Again, nothing new. That's a classic scent that they've re-released a million times. I've got the Ballet collection. To be honest, I didn't love those. Fresh Vanilla Blossoms. That's right. This is Suede Petals, Soft Sandalwood, Vanilla Beans. Not bad, but not what I'm looking for. Bring you down again. You are now down on the ground with me. This is actually my decant of Ariana Grande's Thank You Next 2.0. This is one that my mom sent me, so I have a full bottle now. Area is at max capacity. I actually need to buy more of these to store some of these decants, or I can just use them up so I can get rid of some of these bottles. Cloud 2.0. Obviously, I already have a full bottle of that now. Frankie. I have a whole thing of Frankie. Yeah, I need to do that Ari video. Angel Elixir. Definitely not. What is this one? Gourmand Chai. No. All right, let's go through these. We got Club de Nuit Intense. Definitely not for this time of year. We got some Aaron Lauder. Amouage. Memoir Woman. No, way too heavy. That is so heavy. Okay, what do we got in the B section? Just the Original Fantasy. Love that. Original Fantasy by Britney Spears. Blissful Fantasy. Oh my god, I should probably do a video on these, hey? I have a lot of these random fantasy flanker decants. Island Fantasy. Aqua Divina by Bulgari. No. A lot of these I don't really want to spray it. Look at my Angel Share. I've had this decant for like well over a year, and I still have juice in there. It hasn't gone anywhere. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, it's in the B because it's by Killian. That's why, so don't ask. Sunset Fantasy. Oh my god, so many fantasies in here. Love Don't Be Shy. No. Smoking Hot by Killian. Love that one, but no. Okay, we're moving on from the B's. Ooh, L'Imperatrice. I really don't want to spray these because I feel like that's half the juice if I spray these in the decants. Okay, I'm gonna probably use the rest of this one. It's a good, like, fresh, slightly fruity. We need some spice in here. Come on. Bronze Goddess. These are all like very stereotypical summer scents. That's not what I'm looking for. Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. Okay, I should probably use up the rest of this decant since I already have that in a travel size. What's this? Glam X by Christina Aguilera. No. I only saw Girl of Now Shine. Oh my god, I actually do have a decant of that. Poison by Christian Dior. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll get right on that. Low Papier. You know what? This Low Papier by butttt, I actually really like this one. It does like kind of weirdly smell like paper. It's like paper and ink, weirdly. I don't know. I really do like it. I just thought I'd mention that. I wouldn't wear it now, but I do like that one. Okay, I'm not finding what I want, you guys. Okay, we're on to the F's and the G's. I know Floral Street will be in here, so I have a lot of those. Oh my god, here we go. Ocean de Joya. You guys know how I feel about Ocean de Joya. I love this one. Even though this is like not spicy at all, and this goes against all of my, it doesn't fit like any of my parameters basically, but I am going to use it just because I like it so much. And if I use all of this, maybe I'll buy a full bottle. Who knows? Oh, that's Bianco Latte. Deep Red by Hugo Boss. Here we go. Okay, I know this isn't like really that spicy. It's got like ginger, so I guess in that way it's kind of spicy. It's got ginger. It's got a lot of like citrusy tart fruits. So I feel like it's good for summer too. So maybe it's like that perfect light spiciness. This is like an older scent, I believe. It's from the early 2000s or something. Yeah, it's from 2001. I might try and wear this one. It's very fresh. I love the ginger in here. It gives spicy, but like not too much. What else we got in here? We got Narcotic Delight. Love Narcotic Delight. Don't think I'd wear it right now. You know what, actually? Narcotic Delight, this is a boozy one. This has got Hidione, cognac. The top's got like cherry and pepper. It sounds like it's already gonna be too heavy, I think. Oh my god, this one is so good. This is so freaking good, you guys. But no, I probably wouldn't wear it for the summer. I think it's a bit too much. But I do really like this one. All right, we've got some J's. So a lot of this is going to be Juliet Has a Gun. Yeah, a lot of Juliet Has a Gun in here. I've got heaps of these little testers. Musk Invisible. There's got to be one from him that I can wear. Okay. Anyway, Pear Ink. Love Pear Ink. That one's pretty good. And Lust for Sun. Moscow Mule. Oh, here we go. Joe Malone Ginger Biscuit. I don't have a whole lot of juice of this one, but if I remember correctly, this is definitely a bit of a lighter holiday fragrance. I feel like anything with ginger is maybe a bit more suitable for the summer because it's not just so heavily deep spice. It's more of like that bright tangy spice. So I'm going to add that one too. Okay, we're moving on to K through L. So we're probably going to have some Lancome in here. Yeah, Oud Bouquet. Love Oud Bouquet, but no, not now. Oh yeah, we're going to have Lattafa in here as well. Oh, Lattafa Amir All Oud Intense Oud. This is the decant that I very first smelled that made me fall in love with the scent and made me buy it. Obviously, because it's in this decant, it'll be aged a lot faster. So that's the first iteration of that juice I smelled, and that's what made me fall in love with it. So I know it's got potential. Oh, we've got some Le Labo, Santal 33. You know what? Actually, yeah. Santal 33. I think this is a great scent story that doesn't lean too heavy, but still has that fresh balsamic element that I think is really great for the holidays. Santal 33, I don't have much of this. This is just a 2 ml. I think I'll grab this, and I also have a decant of the Bath & Body Works dupe of it. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. We are moving on to M's. So M is a big section because there's a lot of like Maison Blanc. Roses Musk by Montal. I really like that one, actually. Moschino Toy 2. That's the original Toy 2, not the Toy 2 bubblegum. Intenso Iris by Montal. Also love that one. Miu Miu Twist. I love Miu Miu Twist. Not very... I don't know, it's not giving what I want right now. Maison Alhambra will also be in here. Replica Whispers in the Library. I think I bought this for a specific purpose, for like a themed video. I'm gonna save that juice. Aura by Mugler. This is more of like a spring scent to me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use up this decant of Aura. I have a full bottle of Aura, but I've kind of forgot I had this decant, so I'm gonna use that up. Is this interesting, you guys? Do you like watching me go through my decants? Let me know. Ooh, Alien Goddess Intense. Love that fragrance. I honestly don't really care if it doesn't fit the theme. I'm gonna wear this one. Okay, moving on from the M's. So now we're on to this next holder bit. NOP. So we've got Care Pistachio. That's probably one I should just use up. Oh, Happy Dust by Narcotica. Happy Dust, this is an amazing vanilla. It's like the perfect vanilla. It is a beautifully balanced vanilla. In my opinion, this is one of the best vanillas to ever exist. Happy Dust by Narcotica, amazing. There's like a few different kinds of vanilla in there. You've got brown sugar, mate. It's just beautifully blended. It's perfect. I wish I could get a full bottle of this actually, but I'm pretty sure they're kind of expensive. Care Fusion, I guess because I have a decant of this, I'll just use that. Okay, moving on to QRS. So in here we've got Shoggoth Oud Tonka. Oh my god, I need to get rid of that juice. I can't do Shoggoth Oud Tonka. It's just, it gives me a headache every time. Selena Gomez, her original one. Okay, we're gonna move on to the teas. So we're probably gonna have a lot of Tom Ford, Tiziana Terenzi. See, we've got, yeah, Tobacco Vanille, the OG Tobacco Vanille. Song of the Siren by Tokyo Milk. Yeah, that one's not very good, unfortunately. We got Original Rose Prick. I don't know if there's gonna be a Tom Ford scent I want to whip out right now. I really prefer Maison Alhambra's version of Tobacco Vanille. Soleil Blanc. Yeah, I'll take that one out. Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. I'll use that one. We're gonna move on to this is the last section. This is the basically all the way through to Z. The OG Flower Bomb. I think I have that just for reference purposes. I don't love it, to be honest. Libre EDP. That's nearly gone. Wall Street. Oh yeah. So I've got some Who is Elijah scents in here. Desert Nights by Who is Elijah. I didn't love this one. This came in, I think, only a roller. Yeah, not for me. Oh by Who is Elijah. Oh is like very fresh, green, grassy, very interesting. It smells like fresh cut grass to me. So Oh by Who is Elijah. I'm gonna put that one in there too. In there, on there, whatever. Ombre Leather. Not for now. On to nearly the last section. These are all scents that I have in like either retail travel sizes or larger decants that don't really fit into my other organizer. Got some like small Kayali ones, for instance, like these 10 ml retail bottles. Eden Sparkling Lychee. I've also got Love Fest Burning Cherry. I actually really like Love Fest. It's got Palo Santo, which I think that's why some people might not like it, but I love Palo Santo, so I actually really like this one by her. Oh, Goldfield and Banks. This is Goldfield and Banks Sunset Hour. It's fruity, woody. It's got like tangerine or grapefruit or something in there. It's kind of like teeny bopper sweet, but I think it's got like ginger or something. I don't know, can't remember. I'll put the notes up on the screen. Oh, I actually have a travel size of Fantasy Sheer, so I'll probably use that up before the full size bottle. Ooh, this is Carez Cashmere Kumquat. It's similar to Alien by Mugler, but it's got more of a fruit. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I'm wearing this one. It does remind me of Alien. It's just a bit fruitier, but it is very, very similar. It's also a roll-on, which I actually kind of like roll-ons. I know that's like not most people don't like roll-ons, but I do because if I'm out and about, I don't like spraying stuff. I'd rather be able to just roll it on. So I'm not spraying it into other people's space. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I do have another misguided scent. This is Real Babe. I didn't love it, to be frank. Okay, what else we got in here? We've got some juicy scents. Got Viva La Juicy, Gold Couture, Sucre, and the OG. Gold Couture, let me just remind myself what the notes are. A heavier caramel facet. Ooh, oh, it's delicious. I just sprayed it on my arm and I'm just smelling it. This smells delicious. I know I didn't want to go with like a lot of gourmands, but this is an exception. I think this is very wearable for the warm weather. I've got 2 Glass House scents. One is Kyoto in Bloom, which I think is their best one. At least it was when I was interested in them. And then I also got, I think it's called Moon and Back. Yeah, it's Moon and Back, which is like more of a candied lemon. This is one of those cases where I smell it in the store and I love how it smells. It was beautifully smooth, candied lemon, delicious. But then I buy the small size, and for some reason, it's just not giving. I don't know, it's not giving. Kyoto and Bloom, I like more for spring. I do like Not a Perfume as like a skin scent. I think when I last spoke about this, I kind of liked it like for bedtime. I find it very comforting. Not one I would be like rushing to wear during the summer though. Now in here, I've got a ton of random, I think a lot of these are like Lataffa Pride or Niche Emirati or like samples that I purchased. Vintage Castle, I love Vintage Castle, but not suitable for now. Art of Arabia, I think I have 1, 2, and 3. Lean, I do really like Lean. This is mango. It's like sparkly mango, a little more refined. I don't know if there's any in here that I would necessarily wear right now that has like a little bit of a spiciness. I think I'm going to move on from them. I've just grabbed a bunch of my body spray decants. I want to use up these if I can. Bath & Body Works Floral Fantasy. A lot of these are also going to be the designer dupes. Oh Cherry by Bath & Body Works. Maybe I'll use that one. Yeah, Oh Cherry by Bath & Body Works. I'll whip this one out. I'll put this on the tray. Where's the Santal one? Petal Parade. That's another designer dupe one. Jolly Ginger. Ooh, here we go. I don't think that's the full name. I think it's like Jolly Gingerbread Village or something like that. I don't remember. Lost in Santal. This is like that dupe-esque of Santal 33 by Le Labo. This is the Bath & Body Works version. Putting that one on the tray. Wild Sand. Normally I would gravitate towards that, but I'm just looking for something a little more festive. Okay, pulling out this next section. Coconut Passion, definitely not. Santal Berry Silk. Almond Cafe Espresso, Sandalwood, and Blackberry. I kind of like the sound of that. I like the blackberry fruitiness of it. I'm going to add that one. All right, now we're going to this last section. A lot of these are like smaller body spray decants, like very small, like 3 mils. Oh, the Billie Eilish fragrance mist. No. Fleur Dragon Fruit, Fleur Moonstone. None of these are giving spicy, guys. Bodycology Cozy Fireplace S'mores Mist. If this is light enough, this might be one I'd wear. Okay, I'm going to add that one as well. My nose is completely blown out. Actually, I can't really smell anything. Okay, this is my very precariously filled perfume tray. I think we have a bit more than 30 though. Let's see. I have like around 30 to 35 scents on here now. So this is it, guys. This is going to be my perfume tray for this month. I tried to get as many like light and spicy scents as I could without being too heavy or sweet. I do have some sweet ones in here. And then the fruits I did go with I tried to get more bright, light, tart, sour kind of fruitiness. I think teriyak's an exception, obviously. There are a few exceptions in here. There are definitely some layering opportunities here, especially ones that are like chocolatey or smoky and then cherry. I feel like there's lots of potential there for some really good combinations. I forgot a body spray. Thank you so much for coming along with me and scouring my collection. Obviously, at the end of the month, I'll let you guys know how I went, how many of these I actually ended up wearing, any layering combinations that I found worked well. So yeah, let me know, do you guys enjoy videos like these? I don't know, I just thought it's something I wanted to do, and if I'm gonna do it, I may as well film it and bring you guys along. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in the next one.